This is a public meeting as required by the Planning Act to provide an opportunity to provide input with respect to a proposed minor variance at 223 Prospect Street in the municipality of Central Elgin. Does any member of the committee have a disclosure of interest concerning the proposal? Seeing none, what method of notice, Ms. Leach, and when was the notice given to the public for this meeting, please?
Mr. Chair, as per requirements of the Planning Act, notice was mailed by regular post to every owner of land within 60 meters of the subject land and applicable agencies on October 16th, 2024. Notice was physically posted to the property by municipal staff, and notice was also posted to the municipal website.
Thank you. Have you received any written submissions regarding the proposal, Ms. Leach?
Mr. Chair, correspondence has been received from the Kettle Creek Conservation Authority on October 17th. Please accept this email as confirmation that staff of KCCA have reviewed the subject minor variance application, and based on our mandate and policies, we have no objection to its approval. And they have also confirmed that the existing 2-story garage and office and 1.5-story dwelling and garage are both located outside of the KCCA regulated area.
Thank you. Switching on to members of the public, I see Mr. Hallwell, you're at the microphone. Would you like to speak, sir? If you just hit the button, Ted.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am here on behalf of the owner applicant, David Russell, who was intending to be here, but is currently bogged down in traffic in London. In any event, I would just add to the discussion that this application is triggered by an application for severance or consent. And that application was before you in July of 2023. And council did support it, subject to a number of conditions, of which this is one of them and a key one. And that's what brings us here today. I think the variances being requested are relatively minor in every sense of the word. And I think they're not going to change visibility, what this streetscape looks like from the road if they are granted. We have a reduced side yard between the main dwelling and the garage, which is being converted into a dwelling. The garage is slightly undersized, and that's one of the variances that was being requested. It's not practical to put an addition on that building. And David has prepared building plans for it and submitted them. It's quite feasible to convert this into a dwelling unit.
Thank you, Mr. Hallwell.
Those are my submissions.
Did you have any questions? Comments, rather?
Thank you. Nothing further to the report.
Thank you, sir. Having read the report, does the members of council have any questions? Do I have any questions from anyone in the gallery? Please state your name, sir, and just press the button to turn the red microphone on.
Hi, I'm Rod Nicholson. I live at 219 Prospect Street.
Welcome.
Okay, I can stage down, I guess. Okay. Been here for 48 years at this address, and I just think that because of putting this so close to the other property, so small, to make it a house in our neighborhood, you live in the neighborhood, and putting another driveway on our little street, there's already 5 driveways there now. It's only a 1-lane little lane, I guess what you call it. It's not even a street. I just think that it's under what it should be. I mean, if that's feasible, I have a building on my property that I could sever, and mine is bigger, and I could make a home on my property. And I wouldn't do that because it's just wouldn't be right. I'm just curious why this is being allowed.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you for your comment. Mr. McClure, did you want to comment on that, please?
Thank you. As was reported, this application was brought forward to council back last year. At that time, staff did not have any concerns with respect to the severance that were being requested, subject to the conditions being fulfilled. Those conditions are being applied to today with the minor variance for the deficient side yard, rear yard of the property. Again, with the direction that the province has been providing recently with more housing options, staff at that time did not have any concerns, and this is simply fulfilling that condition.
Thank you, Mr. McClure. Quickly, Mr. Nicholson had a question about parking. Is there anything specific to that concern that should be mentioned?
Yes, as part of that application process, it was a requirement to be able to provide parking for both the severed and the retained. That is a condition. I can't speak to where that would be on the property. I'm not too sure if, potentially Mr. Brooks would have more insight on that from an access perspective as to where it would be provided. But at the time of the application, it was noted that parking would be able to be provided on the property. And staff was satisfied that they were able to provide that and it was not a concern.
Thank you. I saw you raise your hand, Mr. Ted, or Mr. Hall. Would you like to come forward, sir?
There is parking in front of the garage, which is being converted into a dwelling, and that is adequate and has not been flagged as something that's in need of change by the municipality. The parking that's associated with the existing dwelling, and the Hansel and Gretel dwelling, if you can visualize it, is not entirely within the property. It's encroaches into the road allowance. So the condition is directing us to provide parking on that property itself and off the road allowance. And we propose to do that just to the east of the existing dwelling and behind it. There is an existing dwelling in front of what was a garage, but that is part of this encroachment issue. Our intention not to provide an additional driveway, and we might be able to decommission the one that isn't being used, if that's an issue with the municipality.
Thank you. Mr. Nicholson, did you wish to respond?
The one he says was a garage at one time. The people that lived there a few years back, they fixed it up to make it look like a garage. They put on fake doors, which was only, it was a room, it was a laundry room. And they put doors on to make it look like it was a garage, but in 48 years, it's never been a garage since we've lived there. It's always just been a room but they put fake doors and a little lean-to roof on it to make it look like it was a garage. And in front of that, there's a cement area that when people park there, it makes it very difficult for us to get out. And I talked to Dave Russell when he was talking about putting this parking in behind the house. And he said that cement area will be taken out and made into grass, I believe. That's what he told me it would happen. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told. So, okay.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Hallwell, please.
Just quite prepared, Mr. Chairman, to convey those concerns with David, and I'm sure he'll be cooperative with Ron to work out something that is satisfactory. That portion in front of the garage, I say, is not usable, as that portion of the building is not used as a garage. So perhaps it can be restored into landscaped open space.
Thank you, Mr. Hallwell. You're okay, Mr. McClure?
Yeah, I don't have nothing to add to that unless, I guess, yeah, Mr. Brooks would have any comments with respect to access and potential future driveways for the property.
I'm getting a nod from Mr. Brooks, so you're okay?
No concerns from me.
Thank you, sir. Council, any questions or comments? Thank you. Everyone has been provided a fair opportunity. If I could call the vote, please. All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Those wanting to be notified of the committee's decision on any application should contact the municipality. The public meeting is adjourned at 6:09 p.m. Thank you. We're live? Oh, thank you. This is a public meeting as required by the Planning Act to provide an opportunity to provide input with respect to a proposed minor variance at 46105 New Sarum, Municipality of Central Elgin. Any member of the committee have a disclosure of interest concerning this property? Seeing none. Ms. Leach, what method of notice and when was the notice given to the public for this meeting, please?
Mr. Chair, as per requirements of the Planning Act, notice was mailed by regular post to every owner of land within 60 meters of the subject land and applicable agencies on October 16th, 2024. Notice was physically posted to the property by municipal staff, and notice was also posted to the municipal website.
Ms. Leach, have you received any written submissions regarding the proposal, please?
Mr. Chair, I have not.
Thank you. It's relatively straightforward. Mr. McClure is here. I see we have the proponent in chambers. Does anyone wish to speak to this, either Mr. McClure or the proponent? Welcome, Mr. Bacon. If you just press the button and state your name, sir.
It's Bill Bacon. I just putting a shop in and it's gonna get a second story. We wanted to have a 12-12 pitch on it to match our house, but we also wanted 8-foot ceilings inside, and that pushed us above the code for the height of the building. It is going between my 35-foot house and the neighbor's garage, which is 21-foot flat roof. So it won't actually be in any sight lines or anything.
Perfect. Thanks for the explanation, Mr. Bacon. Any further questions from the public online or in the gallery? Any member of council have any questions? Seeing none, everyone has provided a fair and opportunity to be heard. All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Those wanting to be notified of the committee's decision on any application should contact the municipality. This public meeting is adjourned at 6:11. Thanks. This is a public meeting as required by the Planning Act to provide an opportunity to provide input with respect to a proposed minor variance at 222 Prospect Street in the municipality of Central Elgin. Does any member of the committee have a disclosure of interest concerning this proposal? Seeing none. Ms. Leach, what method of notice and when was notice given to the public for this meeting, please?
Mr. Chair, as per requirements of the Planning Act, notice was mailed by regular post to every owner of land within 60 meters of the subject land and applicable agencies on October 16th, 2024. Notice was physically posted to the property by municipal staff, and notice was also posted to the municipal website.
Thank you. Have you received any written submissions regarding this proposal, Ms. Leach?
Mr. Chair, correspondence was received from the Kettle Creek Conservation Authority on October 17th. Indicating that the staff of Kettle Creek Conservation Authority have reviewed the subject minor variance application based on their mandate and policies. They have no objection to its approval, and they've also confirmed that the subject property is not affected by regulations under the Conservation Authorities Act.
Thank you, Ms. Leach. Any member of the public online or in the gallery have any comments? Any member of council have any questions or comments? Seeing none, everyone has been provided a fair opportunity to be heard. All those in favor?
Mr. Chair, I will just note that the applicant has just joined the meeting. I'm not sure if they've heard the call out to indicate any comments on their perspective. Mr. Osmond?
I'm going to continue on. Everyone has been provided a fair opportunity to be heard. The committee is prepared to make a decision. All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Those wanting to be notified of the committee's decision on any application should contact the municipality. This public meeting is adjourned at 6:13. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Osmond. This is a public meeting as required by the Planning Act to provide an opportunity to provide input with respect to a proposed minor variance at 45976 Ron McNeil line in the municipality of Central Elgin. Does any member of the committee have a disclosure of interest concerning the proposal? Seeing none. Ms. Leach, what method of notice and when was the notice given to the public for this meeting, please?
Mr. Chair, as per requirements of the Planning Act, notice was mailed by regular post to every owner of land within 60 meters of the subject land and applicable agencies on October 16th, 2024. Notice was physically posted to the property by municipal staff, and notice was also posted to the municipal website.
Thank you. Have you received any written submissions, Ms. Leach?
Mr. Chair, I have not.
Thank you. Any questions or comments either online or from the gallery about this proposal, please?
Hi there, I'm online. I'm Sandy Lale. I'm the representative for the homeowners, Tammy Gedrig and Richard Graham. They're looking to change a portion of an existing agricultural building into an ARU as per the application. Variance would be needed due to the property not having municipal water and sanitary sewers on site. And also the existing height of the current structure is over by 0.42 meters, the required height for a residential accessory building.
Thank you. Any questions, other questions online, or there's no questions in the gallery, I don't believe. Any questions from the council? Thank you. Everyone has been provided a fair opportunity to be heard. The committee prepared to make its decision. All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Those wanting to be notified of the committee's decision on any application should contact the municipality. This meeting is adjourned at 6:16. Thank you, Ms. Lael.